Hey, what's going on, guys? C-Score over here, back with another Blue Log Project World Champion video. We're gonna summarize over here and recap what happened in November 2025. Alright, so what we got over here, we had two players released at the start, and we got this Auto Jiggery card releasing. We got Hyorio here, and then it's Batra and Sage SSR card. This little is a Team V, right? Intentions and physical card. So overall, technical intentions got the most, with intentions getting 1, 2, 3, and so as well, technical getting 1, 2, 3. We got a free start over here, and it's not gonna be included in the upcoming, slides. But if you have absolutely nothing, and you're willing to use 500,000 gold, which is honestly for free-to players, or even most players, 500,000 is a lot. Yeah, 500,000 is how much it costs to max these cards. So, 500,000 is a lot. But if you're willing to use 500,000 gold, you can use this card as long as you bring along a level 100 Sagi friend and level 100 Batra friend. The problem with this free-to-play cards is the fact that once a new technical player releases and once a new intelligence player releases, is gonna you can't use this card anymore. I mean, there's probably gonna be another free starter that replaces it, but if you have to keep constantly using 500,000 gold every single time, you're eventually just gonna run out of gold and just not gonna be able to use it, because the game barely gives out maybe a million. If you're able to grind everything out, maybe a million or a month, maybe. Honestly, probably not. It probably is right around 500,000 a month. So if you use it every single time on a free-to-play SSR card, it's not gonna be very good. And for both the technical stat, I mean, I know this card is a pullable card, right? It's a banner card, but this card legit at level 50 is better than this card at level 100. Same thing, this card at level 50 is legitimately better than this card at level 100. So you really shouldn't ever use these free-to-play cards, but like, I guess it's an option if you have like excess gold, I guess. And this alternate card, I probably should have made a video on it when it released, but I mean, this card is generational. I mean, it has an effect called bonus points, where every single time you get additional turn, that transfers to 10 points, right? In this card, whenever you get points, you also get 20% extra. So instead of 10 points, you get 12 points, and this goes for all events. So these characters that give out, 50% over here, or they give out 50 points, you transform that into another 10, 60 points. I mean, it makes speed and kick like very, very strong, and those two probably are the strongest in training so far, just because this card alone. But anyway, let's actually get how to train each individual stat. Alright, so for technical over here, we got Batra, we got Hiyori, we got Baro, we got not Batra, I'm sorry, Isagi, Hiyori, Baro, and then Batra over here, Nagi. And Kyora, I would say though, Karasu and Kyora are pretty dang close, so whichever one is higher level will be better for you. But yeah, they're pretty dang close. Baro and Isagi were best loners, specifically Isagi, if you bring him as a loner, you will see massive improvements in your numbers. But obviously sometimes you're training Isagi himself, so in that case, you should probably bring Baro. You can maybe bring Hiyori if you don't find any Baros, but yeah, that's about it. This next stage card is still good, it's usable. But now they kind of left this card behind, as a free card. They kind of just left it behind. So as we go, every single release, it's just gonna get less and less value, sadly. But as long as it's level 100, I mean, it's good enough to be put on here. So obviously we got the Batra SSR over here. We still got the Nagi SSR. Still got this Nagi and Sagi Halloween SSR. But this card is actually pretty dang close. Similar situation, but with Kyora and Karasu. These two cards are pretty dang close. This card has an event, as you see right here, that you can basically gamble, and you can get 450% event, which is basically 5.5 times multiplier, which is insane. The thing is, like, this event maybe shows up like every 8 turns, and then when it does show up every 8 turns, ideally you either want it on this card, this level 100 tile right here. Well, I mean, most of I probably don't have that. I mean, even the other tiles I have, I think it has like a green tile. It's like 19 times. So either way, you want it on one of these Batra dribble cards. You want like on Sagi's dribble card, or this card's dribble card, and this one's too. Yeah, you like. Thing is, the problem with this 450% event, it's inspiration. So it's like a little extra effect that's given to a random card, and they could be on anything. Like worst case scenario, like I can literally go on this Batra, and go on as a terrible red tile. Right, like all these characters have like terrible tiles as the first like level 1 tile, and it can just spawn onto that. So that's the downside of the gambling. Like it's very rare to even see the event pop up, and when it does pop up, it's probably not gonna go to the card you like. But for all the the strongest players in the world, like that's how they do it. They keep using this card. And, when you're able to do like hundreds of runs a day, well, not hundreds, but like, whenever you have the luxury to do a lot of runs, I mean, eventually it's gonna hit you, right? So yeah, you can use that card, and these two cards too, they have the same thing, but it's weaker. This one's 300%, it's hitting this side with 300%. You have the bar one, you should definitely use that instead. The overall technical is pretty solid. Talking about the subs here again, Karasi is basically on the same level as Kyora. Like Kyora has one little small thing that pushes him right over the edge, and he's slightly newer too, so his numbers are slightly better. Aryu, I mean, he actually still has some stuff with these cards, I'm pretty sure. So Aryu's still up there. Nagi, I mean, and this Nagi is better in every single way. So if you had this Nagi, definitely use him. Same thing with this Batra. This Batra is better in every single way. So if you have this Batra, like just use him, right? Unless these cards are level 80. If you have these, one of these three a level 80, you can consider them, right? Because at level 80, that's when you get the special luxury bonus. See them with this card too. Like once they're level 80, like you could consider it, just because special luxury bonus is such a massive influence on the numbers, right? Which is why this card is really cool. Because at level 100, you get 140% special luxury bonus, right? Which is like most free to play cards only give out like 30% with special luxury bonus. So this card having the whole 140 is pretty nice. And that basically summarizes Sanical. Moving on. So now we got Kick. All we got was this Batra and this Chigiri card. And again, this Chigiri card is absolutely cracked because it has 20% bonus points from everything. So all these additional turns literally get multiplied by another 20%. That's that literally what it does, right? Rin Shido is still the best ones to bring along though. I mean, maybe you could bring Batra or Kunigami, but Rin, he has the low gamble 600% event, but it's not even a gamble. Like it will show up like every other run, at least for me. Like every other 5 or so runs, like it probably will show up. At least again, it's not really a gamble because it will guaranteed be on his card. Whenever the event does happen, it will be on his card specifically. So that's good. This support card actually has a 450%. So the only gambling is probably with this thing. Shido is still pretty strong. And then you got Batra, we got Kunigami, Yukimiya, and this Borrow, I think he's pretty close to these two level, but sadly he's just off. I mean, he's technical anyway. He's supposed to be technical, but yeah, Nagi and Rayo both are by far like the best drops ever, right? Because they released early for the global side as far as the Nagi movie. And literally since day one, they've been on every single team. This guy's legit had been on a kick. Dude, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, I want to say September, bro. Since September 2024, this guy has been on kick. Something like that. No, I forgot the exact date, but yeah, since September, this guy's literally been staying on kick, which is just crazy. We're moving into January 2026, and he's still gonna be on there. He's still gonna be on there, honestly. Chigiri, again, he still actually has some decent stuff. Shido, I mean, this Shido's better every single way. And sitting in this Kunigami, is better every single way. So you have those. I mean, then for these three, again, we got this card. This card is absolutely cracked. It gives you Awakening, guaranteed, pretty sure, which is another 20 points. Remember, that gets boosted by 20%. And then it also has guaranteed 2 turns. So more turns are there. This card has 450% that we talked about. And then you can use these cards. Again, this one has 200% gambling, 300% gambling. This thing is for technical, so we talked about that in the other slide, right? This card is so obviously really good, and it's gonna be good for quite a while for kick. So it's really useful if you have it at level 100. And I think soon, like every single time a new EX card comes around, they always like to give buffs to the older ones, so it still kind of keeps up, right? So this card is gonna be good for quite a while. Yeah, I mean that's really about it for kick. Overall, definitely one of the strongest ones because of Chigiri. Just the Chigiri influence of having 20% bonus points, it just goes crazy. Physical, honestly, dude, physical is just, I mean, it's just shafted. I mean, he really does, like, it's the only buff. He got a singular card, right? Just this SSR, and it's right at the tail end of the month. But it does get more, a lot more soon. We got Kunigami here. He's by far the best loner, right? And Shido, he's also good as well if you're training Kunigami himself. And this lineup is really tight, man. This is really the only one. The other ones, like, I guess we already talked about. I mean, it's just because you get it with Borrow, you get it with Chigiri. But this one, these subs are just no good, man. Like, just putting these guys directly in. I know you gotta put these two as a pair, And this Shido, I mean, he's decent. He's decent. It's sitting just gonna got me, but again, like this new one is better, and also this one was limited, so I don't really expect every single player to have it as well. Honestly, this card is always still option. This card's brand new, so I mean, I don't expect everybody to have it, but and if you do, you do. This card's really freaking correct. And this card has a 300% gamble, so you know, maybe some couple runs you probably blow up. Yeah, this card's actually still pretty good. If you train Kunigami himself, you could get a bunch more kick. I mean, the kick is really more of an addition. Like, hopefully, your kick is higher than 80 million. I mean, I gotta understand that. If your kick is not higher than 80 million, then you could use him as your striker. And same thing over here with this Batra card. This Batra player, if you use this Batra card, he gets an extra 40 million tentacles. So, like, you know, he could be used as your part of your teams if you need to do that. But again, the subs are really not that good. This card, I mean, it's okay. I think it has like a small 50% with all these players. And this one too, if you use all the Shido, it's pretty decent. This card, you know, got buffed a while ago, and it's still pretty good physical. And this card, I mean, it used to be like the generic, like good for everything, right? Other than that, again, physical didn't really get too much. He's got a singular SSR. That's really bad. It. Again, the actual player lineup is nearly the exact same. Alright, going to tangents again. This one got a lot with Batra, Sagi, and his new star. Yeah, I mean, it's all it is, but you guys broke well. Getting the second one, so if you're like training Batra, and yeah, you could bring a Sagi. I think you could really bring any one of these three. You could bring a Sagi. Honestly, Matoma will actually be the best one, but the problem is Matoma, I don't know. This guy just got shafted. He's a limited character, you know. But he just doesn't have enough links. So I was trying to look it up, and like I just don't see. And without this card, without this SSR, he just doesn't have a lot of links. But raw numbers, he's good. Like the numbers he has is good. But when you play all the links, like these three cards will be better, and these 6 players combined will be better than what he brings to the table. So, but I guess if you have everything level 50, because again, this 6 doesn't count that everything's level 65. I guess you could bring him as a loner. He does have pretty good numbers. Nase, I mean, he more so has to be with these 3. If you don't have these 3, he's definitely gonna be a little lacking. Hyora's still on there. Hiyori there. Nico, he's still hanging up there. All the subs, and again, they all work. They do the role all varying ways. This Sagi finally got kicked off by being replaced by another Sagi, so you know that's interesting. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty solid. Again, if you need to, you can replace one of these SSRs with one of these. I think this one, Symptom 1, which is a limited support card, so I'm not sure if you have it, but if you did have it, you can replace it, you can place it, and you could potentially get some good runs if you get that 200% in your favor. Which again, like, this thing shows up like maybe every 8 runs, and if it's not on a good tile, you kind of get messed up, right? And this card, I mean, it's still pretty good, right? I mean, the EX cards, if you got them level 65, you know, they're really helpful with their low, their tile right there. That'll run up intelligence, and lastly we got speed, which again I believe is the strongest one by far, because they got 4 like real options. Like intelligence only has 2. I mean, this guy is good, but he doesn't help limit break. You know, going beyond 99%, he doesn't really help it. And same thing with this Nanase, he doesn't really help it. So we only got 2 things that actually go beyond 99. Sitting over here, we only got 3. And for kick, again, same thing. I mean, you only got 3. And tentacle, yeah, you only got 3. So yeah, like, looking at all that speed, it's really strong. Having 4 limit break options, so at bare minimum, like you can consistently start seeing, you know, 1200% on all these things. You can move on to that. You know, Hiyori and Nanase are the best owners, right? If you train, most time you probably train Nanase. So bring Hero is a no-brainer. You could potentially bring Rin, right, if you really need to. I mean, this card again, if you have this card level 100, I mean, this card right here, this face card, I mean, it goes crazy. That one's crazy. I mean, again, this card, at least in speed, it's gonna be good for quite a bit. Like, if you have this card level 100, you could legit, you know, technically be using it from a year from now, technically. Because the 20% bonus thing is just crazy. I mean, it's literally always gonna be helpful. Like, it's literally never gonna be useless. Cause it basically, it basically helps everything, right? It helps everything else, like, which is just crazy. The subs, I mean, look at Kitana, you know, Toya, we got Rayo, you know, best investment ever, right? Chigiri, Kira, he's a little below Chigiri, so if you have him higher level, you can bring him up. But Tomo, he's a limited character, so I doubt you have him. Most time probably a loner, and there's now way better options as loners. This Chigiri, I mean, he's pushing every single way, so don't do that. And Gagamoto's on Tetsu, they're very niche. He's on Tetsu, he needs to be used with Rayo. And Gagamoto needs to be used with Toya. Again, you can use these two subs. I think this Eagle one is slightly better for the gambling game. That's what, if you see all those huge numbers, that's how most players do it. They just gamble with these 300% events. And this card, again, level 65, absolutely cracked. Another reason why Speech is crazy, because now you get access to this a much higher level compared to Tentacle, won't have to be level 100, right? Yeah, so overall, like, that was summarize about all the 5 types. Let's get into some teams. So first we got Isagi and Batra, and these guys are dependent on each other. You have to have them both on the team. You can't really separate them. So yeah. Otherwise, I mean, it seems pretty similar to the one from last month. Instead of Tokimitsu, we got this guy, and then, yeah, right. And Batra replaces himself. And we got this Isagi coming in for Kiora. Overall, a pretty good team. If you need substitute, you get this Raichi. Actually, the exact same, 17 skills. But I think most of the time, Kunigami's probably gonna be better. But again, it just depends on which one's better numbers for you. At level 100, I know for sure Kunigami will probably be significantly better. Then for the team featuring Hiyori, you got 17 match skills as well. I would tell you that his teams are not too great. I mean, I think this team's fine, but his team are not too great. But this is something that I always like to do is that after they release, because these 5 characters basically released right after one another, right? They like to do like another chain of 5 characters right after another. So you guys expect the next 4 characters to basically replace these spots essentially. So this team's not too great right now, but in the future it will be. And now we'll go into game and see what is up with all these skills and everything. Alright, so over here in game, we just look at the skills specifically with Sagi and Batra. So we got this one, covered relationship. Shot range, all teammates making a cross, which is pretty dang good for Rin. You want to cross with him, obviously you want to take shots as best ability as possible. My weapon, your cross and attack success rate will increase, so yeah, you can get, you know, better dribbles and you can cross it up to Rin. I think that's the goal for every single time. And this one, your dribble distance will increase and demonstrate true abilities. Honestly, I don't really understand that sentence. I mean, I'm assuming it just makes you better. You know, better chances, better RNG, right? And your dribble distance specifically, that one is, you know, obviously like you get more space between after an attack. Yeah, this one called Wave Attack for Kunigami. The entire team's attack success rate increased, and the shot success rate, and the kick power, and the speed. And boom, pretty good buff for everybody right there. Nanase over here, the power team again cross, and the entire team's pass success rate will increase. And yep, that's pretty good for both Asagi and Nanase. Second balls, you get your chance of getting the ball will increase, and once again attack, and this thing has a lot of attack and a lot of crossing. Very strong. Another Rin skill, increase players' kick power and shot success rate, also increase the chance to boost cross for all teammates, and shot execution rate. Again, like this team, like I think this team is by far the best offensive team when starting with the ball. So yeah, I mean you can see how much cross success rate is. You know, they just want to cross the ball to Rin. Rin has a lot of shots as well. And this is for Kunigami as a defender. You reduce the opponent's team's attack success rate, increase the chance to get a second ball, and increase his own speed and intelligence. Alright, that's pretty good. Optimal coordination for Batra and Asagi. For short time skill addition, your power ability to make a cross additionally for a short time your entire team's trying to go again and just cross the ball. Once again, Batra and Asagi, but it's for simply Batra. For a short time, the entire team's interception will increase and the opposing team's shot range will decrease. Okay, pretty good nerf to your opponents. You get some steals right there. Then we'll get another one for Rin. For a short time, a matchup when activate the matchup's opponent's performance will be increased, also decreases the opponent's team's. It's pretty good. Nerfing the opponent again. Chance a lot. For Kunigami, the matchup's opponent's speed, physical power to decrease, but not too great. I mean, just lowering the stats. Thing is, like, we already know how much like the stats lower. I rather have actions buff and nerf compared to just raw stats. And then one for Bachira and Kunigami. For a short time, your physical increase and then greatly decrease the opponent. Okay, nothing them like that is pretty good. And then we got all three of these guys. Activate during the second ball success rate, you get a better chance of getting the ball, and your attack success rate again, a lot of attack success rate in this team. And lastly, we got back up for a set period of time after your team scores a goal, the entire team's stamina, your shot block success rate, and your opponent, and your probability to defend the initial. Okay, so the entire once you score a goal, then you're basically just want to block a shot and the next time they come around. And then lastly for Rin, greatly boosts the shot range, greatly boosts shot execution, greatly boosts kick power, and boosts all teammates' pass attempts. And you reduce the up. I mean, yeah, this team is freaking strong, man. Quite surprising that freaking every single skill needs Botch or Asagi. So yeah, those two definitely are the MVPs. The only one that doesn't involve them is literally this top skill, the ability, which still just helps Rin score basically. Yeah, otherwise pretty crazy team. I mean, I'm not gonna go over every single skill. With the Raichi variant, I don't think it's that much different. Never go up. That one needs to be, your opponent needs to be stronger, so I don't know if it really does enough. Attack. Increases the calc power and the shot success rate. Not really too good because that's Raichi. You don't really want Raichi to do that. But it does boost its crosses for all the teammates. This threat skill reduces the opponent's steam and greatly increases breakthrough, which is pretty good. What else do we have? Stalker man marking. Really reduce the opponent's shot success rate, shot range. That's pretty dang good. When the team scores 2 goals, it really boosts all team stats. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna win, I mean, yeah, once you score 2 goals, then the game's kind of, sealed. Yeah, overall, pretty strong team. No doubt, the best team offensively. And let's move on to the next team over here with Yori. Again, the team, those 4 specific players haven't really changed too much. Also, in terms of the 10, I mean, I think Bachira and Baro did the exact same thing. I like Bachira a little more because of his rainbow skill, which is actually a dribble move, compared to Baro's, which is a shooting move. Right? I'd rather have Shido take the shot instead of Baro. So because of that, I think Bachira partly is better. But thematically, both Halloween people, you can put Baro. I mean, they do the exact same job, right? They do the exact same thing. Anyways, looking at the skills that Hiyori brings to the table, because again, those 4 players, Bajira, Shido, Tokimitsu, and Kyora, I mean, they've been on the team since October, dude, so you probably already know what's up with them. You got Hiyori here with calm build-up. For separate at the division, the opposing team's pass history, attack, and shot will all be decreased, okay? So nice little nerf to the whole entire opponent. There in front of the goal for a short time at the skill division, you'll probably be a cross will increase. But wait, there's more. Okay, the entire team's kick power and speed. Okay, so that's pretty solid. More so increasing the crosses for Hiyori himself. Strong points. When your position is forward, your shot range will increase, and the entire team should success rate increase. Okay, so pretty good, nice buff for the team, but more so that helps Shido, right? Feeling good. In the match, boost success rate and win second balls, significantly boost the teammates' performance in matchups. I think that specific action or effect, they think strong, the performance matchups, whatever, and boosts their stamina. So with those 3, it's pretty good. And so the for goals. In the ball, the opponent's goal, increase the chance for the player to take a shot, extend the shot range, prevent success rate from decreasing English. This skill specifically is pretty good because obviously when you take a further shot, the game itself has a penalty for the longer distance. So this thing negating that effect basically means this guy can shoot from Yucatan if he wants to shite over there. I mean, it's still a good team. The thing is, like, I think the one with Rayo instead of Hiyori, I mean, it might look better, right? I mean, we got 18 skills over here, so I don't know, but the Hiyori for sure does offer 2 really big nerfs to the opponents. Alright, okay, my Hiyori's not level 100, so like his numbers are not so much higher, but yeah, so it's a pretty decent team. But again, they always have to do this whenever they release a player. Typically, the next 4 players or so, they group up 5 players at a time to form a good team. So that'll be it for this section. The dash thing, the freaking these guys. I mean, these guys just had so much dang skills. I had to address every single skill while Hiyori only gets 4 of them, right? Yeah, I mean these two teams are pretty dang strong. All I can say is expect Hiyori to get better help. All them Jingu card. Hopefully everybody got this card. At least level 65. At least level 65, so you can have this tile. It's pretty useful for that. You get, I think at level 65 you get 10% bonus points. Then at level 80, that's where it gets help with kick, and you get 20% bonus points, I believe. Level 100 will ensure that this card is basically good for the rest of the time, essentially. Now, it's not good, but it'll be usable. Like you can always, it's always still an option, which is crazy, right? That cards can still be an option over here in most gacha games, so that nobody's gonna happen. And that'll be the end of your video, guys. This is C Squared, and peace out.